Hey everyone, Heartless here, bringing you guys another StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void daily match. Today we're going to have a Protoss vs. Protoss on Orbital Shipyard. So spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, playing as our red Protoss, playing for Team Ascension, it is VampyWorm. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, playing as our green Protoss, playing for Team Dark Legion, it is Penfel. I have to admit, I'm actually really excited for this one. PvP is not my favorite matchup. PvT is, but PvP is another fun one that I really like. And this match comes to us from today from VampyWorm, who sent me this replay, which reminds me, if you guys do want your matches to be casted, go ahead and send them to me at HartlessSC@gmail.com. VampyWorm is a great player. He plays for Team Ascension. Team Ascension is a great gaming group. They turn out a lot of really good players, have really strong practices, and overall just get some really good StarCraft players out into the community. Go check them out. They're a wonderful team. Alright, looks like VampyWorm gonna opting to be going for an expansion. No, wait. Possibly? I think he was trying to expand, but Penfel was there, and I think he was thinking he was gonna get blocked, but he really didn't. And so because of all this delay, VampyWorm's gonna go ahead and put his gateway down now, and then gonna try and probably re-expand. Okay, yes, he is. Okay. He's going to put it down his expansion now, but because of that delay, it means that his expansion is going to be a little bit further behind. Well, actually, his build's going to be a little bit further behind. Not by too much. I don't think it's going to really make much of a difference in the long term of the game. Penfel is going to be a little bit further ahead, though, because his expansion is pretty much at the same timing. However, his gateway is finished and Cybernetics Core is on the way out. And so VampyWorm, to counteract that, is going for a double gateway. And so this is going to be nice, being able to turn out those units quickly as he needs to possibly shut down any shenanigans that are going to be coming his way, because he, well, unless Penfel decides not to go for any tech. We'll find out here in a second, because he is banking up enough gas. If he's going for robot, that should have been down. Well, actually, it'd be down here in just a minute. And here it is. It is going to be a Stargate. And so the Stargate is coming out, and so yes, he's going to be able to have enough units, I would think, to be able to shut down anything that comes his way, whether if it's Phoenix or Oracle. And what is going to be the choice of unit from VampyWorm this time? We'll find out here in just a moment as the probe micro continues between the two, but it ultimately looks like, yeah, unfortunately, VampyWorm's probe is going to die. And it is going to be double Stalker production. I like this because Stalkers, well, guess what? They shoot up. And having seen that Stargate, yes, that is probably something that you should get. And so the Stalkers are going to be out here, and they should be able to shoo away anything that comes in. It looks like it's going to be an Oracle from Penfel coming his way. And I think it should be able to get shut down because the Mothership Core is here with a pylon covering pretty much the entire mineral line, along with the two Stalkers out here. Yeah, this Mothership and the Stalkers should be able to clean up any Oracle that comes his way. Now, behind this, he's also getting his own Stargate as well. And so, ultimately, what I think this is going to come down to eventually, once we find out what VampyWorm is going to build out of here, a lot of times it comes down to the Phoenix count. Because when you have really big ground battles, which typically you do see in Protoss vs. Protoss, being able to have that higher Phoenix count really helps being able to lift those units up and negate the damage that they would otherwise be doing. And so I'm also looking, so we're going to have the Sky battle, we're going to have the Economic battle, and we're going to have, and the Oracle battle. And so the Oracle comes in, it's going to get two kills, and it's going to get shooed away, almost dies. Not fully yet. It's going to be able to get a couple more kills. 3, 4, 5, and 5 kills. So 5 kills for the Oracle, and VampyWorm is building his own as well. So we have the Economic Harass battle going on. And we're having, with the Oracles, we'll eventually have some type of ground battle, I would most likely think. And then we have the Sky battle as well, which is going to begin as these Phoenixes are in production. And so this is the one that we really need to pay attention to, is how does this Sky battle eventually end up? Who ends up winning this? Because, like I said, in those final engagements, Phoenixes lifting those units can make or break an engagement. It's actually, whoa, sorry about that. It's actually quite powerful. And so the Oracle moving over here for VampyWorm as well. And let's take a look and follow and see what kind of damage it's going to be able to get done. It's going to go ahead and move on in, and it's going to start at whacking away 1, 2, 3, 4 probe kills, and the Phoenixes should be able to clean it up. Yep, and there they go. Oh, no, it was 5, not 4. So 5 and 5. So relatively even now, and now Penfel is actually a little bit behind now in worker count, and so VampyWorm is going to go ahead and expand behind this. I like this decision. Being able to get that third up, being able to get that 3 base economy up and running really, really turns out your production, and you're able to out macro your opponent. And so yeah, this is a good decision by VampyWorm. I don't think it's too early, considering that he pretty much just evened out the economies with that Oracle harass there. And the Oracle going to be flying, maybe flying back in, maybe. Oh, and the sky battle begins with the Phoenixes, and VampyWorm is able to pick one off as it comes out, and that evens, I believe that evens up the count. But here we go, Penfel moving in with another Oracle, and let's take a look and see what he's going to be able to do. Nothing, because he's having to micro away his Phoenix, because the sky battle was going on. All right, it's going to be able to start taking down the probes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, this Oracle's getting a huge amount of probe kills. 12 probe kills for Penfel. Oh my goodness, that Oracle was amazing, because he hadn't been producing probes for a while, and so he was getting very far behind in terms of economy, especially with that third base about to finish up for VampyWorm. And so that was a nice pickup. That was exactly what he needed, and now his third base is about to be up and running. However, VampyWorm's is now done, and so he'll have triple probe production for a little bit, as opposed to Penfel's double. Behind this, Penfel getting a Dark Shrine, finally finishing up his Mothership Core, which just now was built. And here we go with the Sky Battle, and VampyWorm is really starting to climb in terms of this Phoenix count. Let's take a look at it. 6 to nothing. This is going to be relatively big, especially when this engagement happens. Penfel is going to start moving on over into the third base of VampyWorm. The Stalker goes down. There's nothing left here to shoot up. The Mothership Core drops down 2 photon overcharges, and the Stalker is starting to wail on these Zealots, and the Phoenix come in with relatively nothing to do but pick up a couple units, and now this attack for Penfel is completely gone. I feel like that was an engagement that did not need to happen for Penfel, because now VampyWorm finds himself in a fantastic position. He's up by 9 workers and up in army supply by about 20. VampyWorm's army is now so much bigger than Penfel's, and at the same time, these Phoenix over here just kind of sieging up the third base of Penfel, gonna be able to lift probes and start killing them and whacking them away. And so a lot of probes now fall, 7 probes as opposed to the 3 that the Adepts were able to get done inside of VampyWorm's base. But once again, the Phoenix count continues to climb. Blink getting research behind all this for Penfel, so that's nice. And both forges are coming down for each player. But I feel like the longer this goes, the more this is going to be able to favor VampyWorm. 8 probes were killed along, 5 more probes along after that, after those Adepts, because of the Dark Templar that came in. Interestingly enough, that I don't think that the Dark Templar should really get too much done, considering the army is right here with the Observer as well. So I guess they just got caught out of position. Okay, so double Void Ray production now as well for VampyWorm. VampyWorm is pretty much producing all of the things. So he's triple probe production right now, 1 Immortal on the way, 2 Void Rays and +1 upgrades is on the way. And this 3 base economy is really going to start launching him into this next phase of the game. However, Penfel is also pretty much staying up on terms of in terms of economy, but his production hasn't been as much. He hasn't made as many units as VampyWorm in general. And now look at what these Phoenix are able to do. Picking off a couple Stalkers. Yes, he does lose 1 Phoenix for his troubles, but he gets a good scout off. He's able to find out where Penfel's army is, and he's being able to get a feel for what's going on. But the biggest thing is this. Through this entire time, VampyWorm has been continually producing units. His army is so much bigger than Penfel's. Yes, he has a 10 worker count, but he has about a 30 army supply advantage. And his army's just so much bigger than Penfel, because Penfel made that attack at the third base that ultimately failed. Those adepts and everything right now would actually be really, really nice to have in this upcoming engagement, because this is beginning to look like a very severe and fierce army. However, Penfel did get the Temple Archives and is getting Storm, but I feel like right now, if he is getting Storm, he needs to warp in a couple High Templar now in order to be able to get those, for his High Templar to be able to have the energy that they need for when the engagements come. Because the engagement is going to come. VampyWorm is going to charge up this ramp. This army is poised and ready to strike this third and take it down. And if the Templar get warped in too late, they will not have the energy that they need in order to drop the Storm once Storm is done. And so I feel like he needs to be warping these High Templar, and yeah, they finally start coming in, but I feel like it was a little bit too late. Alright, and Robotics Bay about to finish as well for VampyWorm, so we're probably going to be seeing Disruptors coming in, and +2 is just now starting for Penfel, and let's take a look. Whoop, there we go. And +2 is not on the way for VampyWorm, so the longer this continues to wait, the more this actually might, the more he might not be able to make this push, because now the army count is beginning to get kind of big, but here we go. VampyWorm is going to start charging on into the base. The Phoenix grab a couple units. They grab 2 Immortals. Nice pickups. A couple feedbacks go down because they didn't have enough. They barely had enough energy for Storm, but they'd rather feedback. And now with these four Void Rays, VampyWorm is just starting to charge right on into the base of Penfel. And I don't think Penfel has anything left that he can deal with. The Mothership Core and the Void Rays finish off the Stalker. And there it is, GG by Penfel. Very good game played by VampyWorm. And very good attempt by Penfel as well. That was a good PvP. I enjoyed that match. If you guys did enjoy that match, please remember to go follow me on. Please remember to hit that subscribe button down below. Please remember to follow me on Facebook, Twitch, and on Twitter. Go check out EnochProductions.com, lotv.spawningtool.com. Also, lastly, go check out VampyWorm's stream. He's a great player, really nice guy, fantastic caster. I love this guy. He's really, really good and just a fantastic overall person. Go check him out. I'll put a link down below in the description. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.